addition of that half-ounce jig, you know, that was another big key. That 3/4 was just falling to, you know, maybe this afternoon, you know, as it warms up, I'd be a lot more efficient with the 3/4. But I just don't think, you know, that's another big key. If you use a bait that's too heavy like that, it will increase the speed of you know how you fish. You know, if I have to work with that bait a little bit to get it to go through that stuff, and you know when I pick it up it's lighter, I'll have a tendency to move it slower, just because of the way it feels. And again, all that does is have a tendency to make me leave that bait in one place longer.
That's a big one.
That's the deal. Pretty fish.
I mean, I'm not having to drop it. I just ease it up there and it finds its way right through the... And that looks like it would be thick enough. It would take at least a 3/4, you know, but it...
Fish caught on the outside of the mouth. They're just, I guess, early in the morning, you know, they're just not that aggressive yet. I let them dictate how I fish. Like, I haven't been bit and I know I'm around them, so I'll have a tendency to get slower and slower and slower, you know, to get a bite. You see how many times I threw in there before I got that fish to bite? I mean, I took that little old clump of stuff apart. This is just one of those places that you got to take apart. You know, especially with them not biting, you know, they're not real aggressive. You know, they're not going to swim, you know, 2 foot over to get my lure. It's got to fall on their head. So, you know, it takes a little time to do that. But, you know, a lot of times it's definitely worth it by just, you know, you've got to take every, you know, crack and crevice on that stuff apart. I mean, it's a piece of complex cover. I got brush. I got good deep water out here where I'm setting, and good grass, you know, scattered in the deal. So, you know, I got to be thorough. I've got to drop that bait where, you know, where I know he can get a look at it.
Oh, that sucker was right down in the thickest part of
No bite. You know what I'm saying? I fished it down in there a little bit. Then all of a sudden, when I went to pick up and fish it again, it was just pressure. You know, I don't feel no toom, toom. And I know, you know, with braid, if there's any bite at all, you feel it. And they're just easing up there. Now, they're getting it good. I mean, he's engulfing it, but he's just easing up there and catching it, you know. See, I think that's the reason I got away from that heavier jig and went to that lighter one. Because when they're like that, not aggressive, it seems like that real light, slow, they'll just ease up there and catch it, where that one banging, they'll have a tendency to back away from it and swim off.